Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be testing out the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. So if you want to see how this product works, then just keep watching. This is the Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. Why is that a mouthful? I got this at Sephora. It retails for $56. And I got mine in the shade Alabaster. Let's just give you the facts first. This has, let's read the box, is that easier? Yes. 0.84 fluid ounces, so it is less than normal. Normal is about 1 fluid ounce, so this is a little less, and it's expensive. I mean, $56 for less than 1? Okay. Didn't realize that till now. So I'm on Sephora's website now, and it looks like they have 23 shades, I believe, which isn't bad, but it's not great. I am the third lightest shade, which is pasty. Let's read the facts real quick about this foundation. So it is full coverage. It's supposed to have a natural finish. It says it's for normal, combination, and oily skin. Oh, it doesn't say dry. I didn't even notice that. I have dry skin. Let me get that out there. It says it's a highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver instant full coverage with just half a pump, no primer needed. Free of parabens, it's cruelty free, it's vegan. So it's supposed to apply like second skin, creating a smooth and flawless complexion, light reflecting microspheres blur and create a soft focus finish. And it's supposed to be waterproof, transfer proof, and sweat proof. Okay. So that is the claims about this foundation. So I'm going to insert a clip here of me applying the foundation this morning. Sorry, quality's not that great. It was on my iPhone. But I am applying a dot and a half is what I end up doing. So the first you'll see is just 1 pump worth, and I just dotted that all over my face. And then you'll see me hold up my fingers with number 2, and that's when I went in with half a pump. So what I did is I used my Eco Tools brush. This is a new brush to me. It's the Ultimate Buff. It says it's better for cream rather than liquid, but because this is full coverage, I just really wanted to use this. So this is what I've been using. I have worn this foundation now 4 times, so I have a pretty good idea. So I have only ever used this foundation with this brush, and I really like it with the coverage that it gives with this brush. I do definitely get full coverage. I wouldn't say, it says you can use half a pump, but at least for my face and how big my face is, a half a pump would not give me full coverage. It gave me pretty good coverage, as you could see, but in that video you could still see a little bit of my redness peeking through. So I used the half pump to get those little spots and just kind of spot treat the redness. And after that, it did have full coverage. Like I said, I've tried this foundation 4 times now, so I do have thoughts on it. So really quickly, I want to insert a video here. This is me wearing it the first day I ever wore it. So this picture, or this video I'm showing you, is after 14 hours of wear. So as you'll see in the video, it's definitely still on my face. But as you'll also see in the video, it's kind of disappeared from my chin because that's where I touch a lot. But I'm also very, very cakey looking. I did set my whole face like I normally do. Even though I have dry skin, I still set my face. And so in that video, I did have my face set, and it is so badly cakey. I tried to show it, but it's kind of hard to see. But the middle of my face is my problem area. That is where I am the driest. And so that's where, especially right here, is where it really, really looked cakey and dry. Also right here, I have dry patch right in the dip where my chin, or where my lip part, I don't know. Right here in the dip, I have really bad dry patches a lot, and it definitely clung to those. So then I tried it a couple other days with just using light powder, using a little less of the foundation, and every night I still have cakey. Still cakey, still clinging onto those dry patches. So today I tried it different. I didn't set my face, and for me that's really hard. I know a lot of people with dry skin don't set their face, but for me that's hard. So I didn't set my face today, except I did a little tiny bit just right around here and then on top of my eyelids, because I didn't want my eyelids to crease, and it looks like they have. Wow. Could have looked at that before I started this video. But other than that, I did not set any of my face. Obviously, I have bronzer on, and so the bronzer is a powdered bronzer, and then the highlight I have on is also a powdered highlight. But I don't have highlight everywhere else. I'm looking at my monitor, and the only place I have highlight is here, here, my nose, and right here, just like maybe this high. But I can see I have highlight, like it looks like I have highlight everywhere, but I don't. I'm just glowing from the foundation, and I'm not an oily person at all. So I'm thinking it's the foundation and not setting it. I've had this foundation on for 11 hours today, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in so you can also see now what it looks like with not setting it. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but it looks a lot better, especially from the first video. I normally come home with this being so caked and dry because this is like my worst areas right here and right here. And I still see a little bit here. Hold on, let me stop talking so you can see it. But it's really not that bad actually. And this is really good for me. Like I almost never, especially after 11 hours, never look like this. It's just so weird to me. I almost look greasy, or not greasy. I almost look oily, and I'm literally never oily. It looks like oil. What the hell? I will say it's mostly transfer proof. There's just a little bit coming off, so I wouldn't say it's fully. Like if you hug somebody that's wearing black, it's still gonna show up. But it is, I'd say, more transfer proof than most foundations I've used. Okay, I'm gonna zoom it back out. Overall, for dry skin, I actually like this foundation. I would not set it at all because, as you probably saw in that other video, it is cakey. I mean, it's so bad. That video probably doesn't even do it justice. It looks horrible. At least on me, it looks horrible when you set it. But I actually really like this, and it's still full coverage. Granted, I'm missing a little bit like right here, you know, because I'm constantly like at work. I touch these areas, so it is missing a little, and that's why I say it's not transfer proof, or it's not transfer proof like it says it is. For $56, that's up to you if you think it's worth it. If you can afford it, I would get it. I'm worried because it says it's for normal to combination to oily. It doesn't say anything about dry, and I think as long as you're dry and you don't set it, this looks fine. But I'm worried though because I've never been oily in my life, and it looks oily. It isn't fully oily, that's for sure. So then if I'm dry and it gets oily on me, I don't know what it would do for somebody who's already oily. One thing it says is it says you do not need a primer. I still use a primer. I actually moisturize, make it maybe 5 minutes after I moisturize. I then put a primer on and then use this. So I am very hydrated underneath. So maybe that's also why this works for my dry skin, is because of how much hydrating products I put on before I use it. So if you're dry, I definitely would use a primer. I would ignore what it says to not use one. And then for oily skin, I almost feel like they would also want to use a primer, something to help with the oil control, because if I'm oily, you are definitely oily. So yeah, I think it's really nice as long as you know how to work with it. So I definitely think dry skin can get away with it. Just overhydrate yourself and then don't set it. So yeah, this is probably a short video, but that is all I have for this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.